Name Democrats, including Governor Gavin Newsom, have opposed the billionaires tax, but over the weekend, the state Democratic Party voted to endorse the ballot measure. ABC 10 State Matters political reporter Jenny Huh is here now to explain.
Well, Chris, the wealth tax has been a divisive issue within the Democratic Party, and with members of the state Democratic Party voting to buck the opinion of Governor Newsom, the road to November could be bumpy.
We weren't surprised. I think the establishment was surprised.
Dave Reagan with SEIU-UHW, the healthcare union behind the proposed one-time tax on the state's 200 or so billionaires, is celebrating the endorsement by the California Democratic Party. Reagan says it sends a clear message to Democratic leaders in opposition, like Governor Gavin Newsom and leading gubernatorial candidate Javier Becerra.
Frankly, if I were in their shoes, I would be reevaluating that they are out of step.
Over the weekend, executive board members of the state Democratic Party, including party officers and representatives from all 58 counties, met in San Diego to endorse candidates and ballot measures on the November ballot. Chair Rusty Hicks was not available for an interview for this story, but a spokesperson confirmed it was a narrow vote to endorse Proposition 40, 61%. 60% is the threshold for an endorsement.
I mean, what political message do you think this sends that, again, despite those two leaders so firmly opposing this tax, the party and its delegates nevertheless are moving forward with this endorsement?
What it says very clearly is this is where people are at. I don't think it's lost on anybody that Governor Newsom is running to be the president of the United States, and the party that he wants to claim the nomination of in his home state just did exactly what he was very vocally asking people not to do.
A spokesperson for the opposition coalition led by Newsom, Stop the Squeeze, tells us Democratic voters will oppose the tax, quote, when they learn it would force cuts to schools, healthcare, transportation, and housing, or trigger massive broad-based tax hikes due to hundreds of millions per year lost in revenue. That's been the main opposition, that if billionaires leave the state or move assets, the state would lose significant income tax revenue. There's also opposition on the ballot via Propositions 41 and 42. The main purpose of Prop 41 is to prevent new taxes, like the billionaire tax, from being excluded from the state's annual spending limit. So it would likely limit the entirety of the wealth tax revenue from being used as intended. As for Prop 42,
it says retroactive taxes or prospective taxes on any retirement holdings or other personally held assets, like the wealth tax, are prohibited.
And we reached out to the governor's office for comment on the political implications, and we were referred to his political team, but did not hear back as of airtime. Now, both Props 41 and 42 are backed by Billionaire and Google co-founder Sergey Brin. If either of those propositions get more votes than does Prop 40 in November, they will essentially undo the wealth tax. Chris.
Okay, Jenny, we thank you for that.